Hello, everybody. How are you all doing today?
Fantastic.
Perfect. Fantastic.
It's
Amazing.
I see what you did there.
So this is our OG crew and one of our Anarch coteries. We have 2 Anarchs and 1 Camarilla, which will be on Saturday. I'm going to go around and do little quick intros for all of us. Hi, I'm erinmylaundry. I'm a cozy horror streamer on Twitch at erinmylaundry or _erinmylaundry on all social media platforms. I recently started this homebrew of Philly by Night, and it's kind of taken off, and I really love it. I'm also the founder of the TTRPG Collective. It is a space for gamers, by gamers, for mutual aid and support, and games, a whole bunch of games. And I'll post all the stuff in the chat for that, and I'll pass it over to Justin.
Oh, hey everybody, how's it going? I am GM Justin. You can find me on all my socials at Forever GM Justin. I am playing Knuckles, and I'm excited to see where we go because we left on a little bit of a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
What did you say, punk?
Hi, I'm on. I am on. For some reason, my normal thing has just come out of my brain. I'm on, also known as Onduin. I'm the creator of the CTRPG channel Roll D5, ROLE D5, where we show you that there's more out there than 5e.
Hell yes. And what about SJ? Do you want me to say your socials while you pulling music up?
I was on mute. My name is my name is Collapsed Brain. I have no capacity to do anything brainy thing today. My name is SJ McKean, voice actor and video game guy. You can find me over on Evandale, EVINDALE, right here on Twitch, where that homebrew world has been around for a little bit of time. Hold on, there we go. There's that. Let me turn down the music a little bit. And here on Anarch, who, along with Erin, we created this channel for the TTRPG Collective and for other awesome people to hold their indie games and other things like that, giving a presence and an audience to people who may not otherwise have it. And that is what we do here. And that's that.
Amazing.
Yes.
And just as a little catch up, previously on A Vampire the Masquerade Philly by Night, this new coterie and also Virgo's Horror, who is not here today. He was pulled away to work, but he will be in the next game, and I will plug his socials as well. And yes, so it's just the 3 of us for this coterie. And last week, Baron Victoria pulled all 4 of you together to track down her child, who happened to be the sheriff. And after a lot of investigating, where you went to Graffiti Pier and met up with Ink, Dahlia, and you went to the USS United States across the street from the IKEA in South Philly, and a little bit of snooping around there, taking out a few guards, you found Veronica Voss, who was a Sabbat kind of plant, also the ex-partner of the sheriff, Alexander, holding his decapitated head as she threw it out the captain's cabin window, and it rolled to Lilith and Knuckles' feet, where she promptly took a picture and used it as mass text blackmail, sending it to a whole bunch of kindred at once, and now they are in a wanted state. That is where we left off.
Which kindred are wanted?
Oh, just Lilith and Knuckles.
Just making sure.
Yeah. Fortunately, Jayce and Tobias were able to avoid the camera. So, with that, do you all have any questions before I drop you back into this now lawless, or more lawless than before, city of Philadelphia?
I have none.
On, you're muted.
I was typing with my keyboard and I muted it and then I forgot to unmute it. It's a new mic. So a little update about Lilith. Her appearance has obviously changed for ease of cosplay, as well as her accent is going to be a little bit different, just so it's easier to play long term if she comes back consistently. So it is the same Lilith, just looks and sounds slightly different.
Perfect. We love it. And you can always just work that into your character too if you want. I feel like she would have that kind of attitude, like, oh, I just felt like it.
And probably.
So without further ado, let's get into it. So the 4 of you are at the USS United States, and it's abandoned. There are a few guards that were taken out outside. You hear like the typical consistent city siren sounds, but none of them seem to be coming towards you, which is great. So far, you have not breached the masquerade. There is a look of panic that kind of comes over Tobias. He's pretty new to the Kindred game, and he says, "I can't handle this right now. Do you guys got this?" And without any sort of waiting for a response, he is going to kick it and run. So he runs down the metal stairs and off the whatever that platform is where you go off onto the dock, and he is gone in the blink of an eye, leaving you 3 alone with a severed head and Veronica Voss's body at your feet.
The spot were active, obviously. A little bit more active than I would have liked. But what the fuck are we gonna do now?
Grab her cell phone. I'll grab her body. We're gonna have to fucking hide out for the evening until we can figure some shit out.
No, but I have plans tonight.
You're gonna have to cancel them, darling. I'm sorry.
It's we need to get this thing before it turns to ash back over to the Baron.
Yes.
Alright.
Jayce, if you can, shoot the Baron a message of some sort, and that way we can at least hopefully not be, facing a firing squad when we get there. I'd like to at least have an opportunity to say something.
Then I'll tell you what.
Maybe.
Since we have something that we need to do, I'm going to leave you 2 at it. I'll head back to the Baron. I will coordinate everything. I will deliver, and I will explain the best I can. You guys come in, but travel separately. If they get us all together at the same time, we're humped. But maybe, just maybe, me with the prize, maybe they'll tell me. I don't know. But either way, you 2 have been, this is going to be bad. I'll go back to the Baron first.
Okay. I'll look over to Lilith and be like, take the head, grab the cell phone, go left, I'll go right, and make it there in one piece.
She grabs the head by its hair, and just kind of tucks it so it's not as obvious in her arm.
I'll take it. I'll take it to the Baron. You 2 go do what you need to do.
Here you go.
Oh, this is
okay.
Look around for a plastic bag, hopefully like 5 plastic bags or something like that.
Yeah, there's probably like some sort of leftover janitorial supplies when they have people from the city come and clean up.
Awesome. If there's like a 55-gallon bag, I'll put that in there, plus a whole bunch of other trash and some other shit. And how far away am I walk-wise from the Baron's, from National Mechanic?
You're about, I'd say, 1/4 mile.
Oh, yeah. I'll just start walking.
Okay.
And I'll just sling this thing over my shoulder and just straight, nothing major.
Okay. And then Lilith, what are you and Knuckles, like, what are you carrying? Where are you going? What's your plan?
I've got Lilith has the cell phone, so she'll just start walking left and just wait.
Okay.
There's not much to say. Just kind of.
Mm-hmm. And what about you, Knuckles?
So we still have Veronica's body, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna shoot the Dia text message and be like, "Hey, are you busy right now?"
Yeah, you get a text back right away. She was like, I was gonna kick up some Xbox. Why, what's up?
Can you get your car down and I'll say the location of where I'm at and be like, I need help and this is some big shit.
Fuck. All right. 10 minutes. And
bet.
she and then like you get another ping like about 5 minutes later, and she's like, "Hey, you want anything from Wawa?"
Not at the moment. I can't even think about that right now.
Yeah, we can't eat anyways. It's just more of a like thing, It's an impulse. And then I'll
I
be
know.
right there. And about 5 minutes goes by. She for somebody who's like a little bit erratic in terms of like and flaky, she shows up when she says she's gonna show up if somebody needs help. So you hear like kind of like a little bit of a skid as she pulls really quickly into the empty IKEA parking lot, and she comes up to where you are. What's up?
She's going to what is it? She's going to see as I'm running with somebody over my shoulder. I'm like, open the trunk, open the trunk, open the trunk.
Who the fuck is that? And she's like getting ready to like open up the back.
I'll explain later. Just open the fucking trunk.
Okay, all right. Jesus, there's 3 more over there. Regards.
I will toss her down. I will go run and come right back. It's just like both of them on my shoulders. Come in, toss them into there, close the trunk. I'm like, let's get in. We need to go have a conversation with somebody because I'll explain everything in the car.
That one's not dead.
Yet.
Hey, all right. She closes the trunk. Where are you taking them?
I'm pretty much going to like I'll tell Diaz like, hey, look, I need to get over to the Baron. Here's what's up. Sent on a mission, but me and Lilith have been set up, and so we have the dead body of the person that did it, and then her goons. One of them dead, the other one, well, as you can see, he's going to become dinner tonight. So I need to get her body over to the Baron so we can hopefully clear my name, and I can see tomorrow night. Maybe. I hope.
Fuck, dude. You're in some real shit.
Just don't leave yet. If I dive out of a window, I'm gonna ask you to take me to the edge of the city, and I'll get the hell out of here. I don't want to tangle you up any more than what I have.
Got it. All right, dude. But like, time's ticking. It's about time for, Betty bye. So
yeah,
maybe keep things moving with the Baron. She likes to talk.
I know. That's why we sent the other one over to the older one to do the talking, because I'm not the one to do the speaking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's probably smart. All right. Yeah, Brewhaus stick together. I'll be down the block.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Fuck. I wish I could like smoke some weed right now. That'd be really nice. She's gonna let you out, and she'll park like a couple blocks away.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop. Go over to Lilith really quick. How are you getting to the Baron?
Yes. So 3 questions. One, how far away in minutes would the Baron be from where we're at?
If you take a car, it'll be maybe 10 minutes with traffic. And that's just going like a regular 15 miles an hour through the suburbs.
Okay.
If you walk, it's just a quarter mile.
Okay. And then how long left of night do we have?
It was about 1-ish when you got to the boat, so I'm gonna say about 2 o'clock in the morning. You have maybe 3 more hours.
Okay, 3 hours?
Mm-hmm.
How far away is the Franklin Institute from where we're at?
That's only an additional quarter mile-ish, maybe a half mile. So you're looking at, and it's a little quicker to get there, like in terms of once you get to past the Baron, the rest is like highway-ish through the city. So you're looking at maybe 20 minutes.
Cool. That is where Lilith is gonna go. That's kind of where she and her little Tremere clan are currently. So what she's gonna do is she has a go bag there. So she's gonna go and grab the go bag and then head over to the Baron, which should give just enough time for her to be the last one there and to make them freak out a little bit of where she is.
Great. Okay. Yeah, you at the Franklin Institute, there is a kind of like a secret access door that's sort of like this old employee entrance that nobody really uses anymore. And it's one of those, it's kind of like a YMCA for Tremere. So anybody can just go in and out whenever they'd like. You a couple people are on their way out as you walk in, and they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" And everybody kind of knows faces. And you're able to get to your stuff. Do you need to say anything to anybody or let anybody know you're here? Or are you feeling like...
Yeah, it should be fine that she doesn't need to speak with anybody. But if somebody does stop and talk to her, she's not going to be like hiding about it. They kind of know that Lilith tends to get into a little bit of trouble, but tends to get themselves out of it on their own.
Okay. Let me see if anybody notices you, because you guys are all... Well, you and Knuckles are all wanted, so...
And Lilith still has blood on her face.
Yeah, that's definitely going to maybe draw some attention.
Yeah.
Okay, so you only have when you're walking to get your go bag in like a shared like belonging space, you see a man kind of hanging out. He's checking something on his phone, and it's dark in there. There's no real like overhead. There's like a no overhead lights rule that is happening there. So he has his phone, and he looks up and squints. He's like, "Oh, Lilith, what's up? You might want to get rid of that."
Still?
Yeah. Man, you are a messy eater, aren't you?
That just depends on how ragey I get, I suppose. Is that better?
Yes, much better.
Is he hot?
Yeah.
Cool. So that means Lilith has probably slept with him before.
Smash.
Yeah. Oh, darling, please. Come on. It's fine. I just like to have a little bit of fun is all. Now, tell me, what has got you so entranced in your phone this evening that you can't fully look at me up and down?
Oh, new app, and you see a little like it's called Fanger, and it's got the G, looks like a smile with little two teeth, and there's like a very familiar this kindred, and he was like showing you, and he's like and he swipes left, and then he like looks, and it's like this kind of like cute guy, and he's kind of looking like Gangrel-ish, with the beard and everything, maybe.
Also giving short king energy, which I think is your vibe, so I would swipe right. Experiment a little.
Listen, you don't have to tell me twice, Lilith. And he swipes right. What are you doing? It's been... Usually you're only here for like the salons. What are you doing on a random...
Oh, just murder, mayhem, causing trouble. I'm just grabbing my bag for the night because I, might spend a night with someone else tonight.
Oh, that's good. Are you with the masquerade and stuff? You're being good and not kind of exposing all of us and your murdering shenanigans?
No.
I'm not here to like gatekeep what you do with your life. Like, you do you. You're great.
You are a rather nosy one anyways, and that's kind of why we like having you here, because we need people, well, technically we're not people anymore, but we need other fellows who are, there for the details.
Right. Well,
yeah.
I do what I can, I guess. It's either that or, Fanger. So, well, I mean, if your plans fall through, just let me know before like 5 and meet up at our usual spot.
That sounds great. If I am not back, my usual half hour before that, I think somebody was saying that they were lonely tonight. I think it was Caitlin and Roger said that they were a bit lonely tonight, so you may want to hit them up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's weird. Caitlin said that she was busy.
What a bummer. Maybe she found someone else.
Maybe. Well, you got my number.
I do, and I will hopefully see you later, but we'll see how, how this goes down. But don't wait up for me. You know me. I'll fix it, whatever I do.
Yeah, we'll see each other soon, I'm sure.
Oh, yes. All right. Bye, darling.
Oh. And he catches it and places it on his cheek. And I'm gonna go over to Jayce. You arrive at the Baron first. What are you doing with your bag of trash and a head?
Somebody at the door?
Oh yeah, the same bouncer that was there before.
Can I get in?
There you go. You can use your words. I know how to speak to. Not like a stereotypical. You know what? Whatever. She's waiting for you. And he steps aside.
I don't move yet.
Mm-hmm.
Just step up a little bit uncomfortably close. Get a little bit closer. Do I smell human stench?
Oh, yeah. He's totally human.
Get within 2 inches of his face. Where are we eye to eye?
How tall are you?
I would say 5'10".
Okay, he's a couple inches taller than you. I had him at 6'3". He's a big guy.
That's fine. That means that my teeth are by his neck.
Yes, it does.
People like you died tonight. Please don't make me turn you into a statistic. And I hold the bag up, step back, and I press it up against his chest. This is for the Baron, including its contents, which used to look like people like you. So let's get that straight. We've had a rough night, and you've got a lot of fuel. I step back, and I walk in, and I look for the Baron.
You don't see her yet, but you do see the bartender from earlier.
Where is she?
Yeah, just hold on a second. I'll go get her. He looks really nervous and not at all as calm and casual as before. So he kind of stops what he's doing, puts everything down, and runs out in the back. And then you hear him enter first, and you hear her heels slowly get louder and louder as she comes in, and she pushes open the door and she says, "You better tell me exactly what I want to hear, or I swear..." Where are the others?
On their way.
What are you doing here?
You asked us to do something for you. So we located it. However, and now I walk in closer. I'm assuming that there was about a 15-foot distance or so. And as I talk, I'm drawing my words out to be in tempo with every single footstep. And I'm holding the bag out to my side. Sabat got there first. And I drop it. My sincerest condolences. However,
Jayce.
that one is the one who is responsible for it.
What is in the bag?
Her head. I figured that you may want something of a trophy, and I don't know how long it's going to last before it turns to ash. Your child turned to ash almost immediately. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Was the head her head, or is the head his head?
You said you grabbed her
Yeah,
head.
this is her head. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
he
And
turned to ash.
Knuckles.
Did we
Knuckles-
leave behind evidence of the sun?
Should
No, it's
the bodies out of game? The bodies should be turning to ash. So should be. I don't know. Aaron, did they turn to ash? Please tell me that they turned to ash. Aaron.
Aaron?
Well,
Did we just fuck this up?
No,
Okay.
they probably eventually turned to ash in
Define
this particular...
eventually.
So, well, I mean, Veronica was also a kindred, so her head is also would be turning to ash. So I think for the sake of canon, it's a slower process right now.
Okay. So his body is still there. All right.
Knuckles, I think Knuckles has it.
I grabbed a lot of bodies, and there are bodies inside of the trunk right now.
Yeah,
So-
Knuckles
Okay.
grabbed his body and the guards.
I left before they did that, so continue with this conversation.
Yeah, perfect.
They are on their way,
uh,
and her head is in here, in case you wanted proof.
Open the bag, take a picture. I don't want to see it. She goes to the bartender who like pulls the bag behind the bar, and you can hear like the rustling of the plastic. And you hear something go
It sounds
Is
like
it
a
like-
melon,
thumps, yeah, as it thumps on the ground as he dumps out its contents.
like a 9-pound melon. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
And as you hear it fall on the ground, you see Victoria's eyes twitch, not quite into like she doesn't quite react in disgust, but it's like a flash of humanity across her face of like, this is not a sound that she likes hearing. Not when she's supposed to be keeping order. So she says, I received a very damning message about your associates, Knuckles and Lilith. They are... I wouldn't say on my shit list, but if what they have to say does not line up with what you have to say, they will be on my shit list until they are dead. And that will be tonight,
What
if
happened?
it doesn't line up.
What happened?
I received a message with a photo of them and my child's head at their feet.
So it's pretty cool when there are props, and Halloween is already, there are conventions in Philadelphia. There are conventions in town just a couple months from now. Halloween's right around the corner. I'm sure that was a great Halloween prop that they had.
You see, so Victoria up until this point, like, has a very celestial blonde about her brightness. She's
Mhm.
wearing a white pantsuit. She's got like this very like honey white slicked back hair, white eyebrows, gray eyes, very angular. She's unnervingly long. But she starts to take on a gray and with like a vignette kind of energy surrounding her. And it's almost as if the sharp like chisel in her jaw cracks like rock. And she's starting to take on a very like severe aggressive persona, and her chin points out more, her ears get a little sharper, her eyes look a little bit darker, they turn into like a charcoal gray, and her mouth kind of goes a little slack like a cat who's hunting.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of looms over you and she says, do you think
Looming
I am-
over?
over you, yeah. Do you think I am such an idiot?
No, but you are also not a Camarilla Prince.
Of course. What is that supposed to mean?
That means that you are an incredibly intelligent and versatile person who is not beholden to 2,000-year-old traditions or whatever the fuck it was since the Anarch revolt. And basically, the masquerade shouldn't mean anything to us, but it does mean something to us individually. And I get that, and I'm on your side. But that means then that we have to work together. Now, with all due respect, Baron, is not a time of punishments. This is a time of correction. And I will tell you this. I've seen a lot. So have you. We know that we can get past this together, but we're going to have to work together on that. You start this venture or tour or whatever, you start that shit, then we are at odds. And that is exactly what the fuck the Sabbat wants. Your Honor.
Very well. I need you to make a check for me.
Yeah, sure. What kind of
He's
check?
gonna be... I'm gonna say... What are you trying to do? Are you trying to calm her down, or are you trying to
I'm
sway
maintaining.
her?
I'm maintaining. I'm hungry, but not near frenzy. I'm just hungry.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna say if you're trying to maintain like a calm,
I'm maintaining composure and trying to talk sense into her.
Okay, I'm gonna say composure and either persuasion or etiquette, whichever is higher for you.
Sure. Wow. Persuasion is wow for naught, and etiquette is I just picked my nose and wiped it on her. So I'll roll. So yeah. So I will roll. Composure. No, it's not composure plus composure. Hold on. Sorry. This is weird.
No, you're good.
Select my ability. It's just 4d10, and I can't find my dice. Why am I rolling strength? That's not what I wanted. Dummy. Hold on. The fuck.
You're not dumb. Don't talk to her about her friend like that.
Aww. Okay.
I say that to Erin all the time.
2, 8, 8, and 1.
Okay. She's gonna roll her presence. And
So if I'm aiming for, there you go.
yeah, it's intimidation. So manipulation, intimidation. Ooh, 6, 7. She's got 7 dice on that.
I would have had 5. Yeah, I just figured out how to roll it. I would have had 5 successes. I would have had a crit success.
No worries. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, no, you're fine. So she only got 3. So she sort of considers you for a while, and you can see all the things that have started to like. Now that you're so close to her, you can see how her daunt works, and she almost turns into like a cemetery angel. And it's sort of like you could see the features start to crack, like split in certain points where her face is naturally creased, and then it stops all of a sudden. And she kind of looks at you and considers and says, "Very well, I'll deal with you last." And as she sort of sips back into her natural form, she looks over to the bartender and says, "Well?" And he comes over with a phone and shows it to her.
While she's doing that, get here a sap. Tap.
Knuckles, you get that text as you are in front of the building. And I'll actually go to you next.
As soon as I get that text message, I'm gonna shoot Lilith a text message like, "Hey, where you at?"
Lilith takes several minutes to respond. Just enough to increase the anxiety to like, oh shit. And then right when she knows that anxiety is at its peak, she'll respond back, "What's up?"
at that point, like, I'll wait like a minute, and then once I realize, fuck, I can't stall because, fuck. So Knuckles would go up to the bodyguard and be like, "Excuse me, I actually need to go in now."
He looks over at you and he's like kind of shaken for some reason. And he sees that. Are you holding the body?
No, I'm gonna leave that in there. That's staying in the truck until I need it.
Is he at the door?
Yeah.
If you need it, I'll bring it in.
I can see him, right?
Oh, Knuckles? Yeah, he's at the door.
Yeah, I just go on over to him, grab, get in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Knuckles,
hey, man,
now listen very quick. Listen very quick. And I don't even look at the ghoul. Come in, let go. Needs to say she's real pissed and she wants you guys dead. I talked her out of it. Just be advised. You're okay for now. You're okay for now. All right. But we got to make good on this whole discovery thing in a picture. Apparently, you holding a head. So, hey, Baron. Here.
At that point, I imagine that's when I get the message saying, "What's up?"
Yeah.
You're needed at the principal's office.
So
I'm just gonna text back. What did I do wrong, teacher?
We're about to find out.
put my arm around Knuckles and start talking just loud enough to be within the Baron's earshot. So we're talking coterie mate to coterie mate, okay? But I want the Baron to fucking hear these words. Some shit went down while we were doing work. A lot of that has nothing to do with us, and yet we will be held responsible for it. Right now, we have a good cover. Halloween is right around the corner. Hey, Baron, I'm explaining what we've agreed to. Halloween is right around the corner, and that's what you were holding, was a Halloween prop. And now we're going to make that prop, and we're going to provide evidence of what that prop is actually made out of, and we're going to cover all the bases. This way, the barony, and I point directly at the Baron, this way the barony is kept nice and clean, and we don't have any issues. If the Sabbat gets wind of this little faux pas, all of us are fucked. And I want to know, and I know the Baron does, and I know as sure as fuck as you do, who took that picture, right? So we also want to find that person because they're a witness to these events. So we have a little bit more work to do. Right, Baron? We have a little bit more work to do. But we are going to be okay. Right, Baron?
Knuckles.
Yes.
What happened?
Shit went sideways. That's what the fuck happened.
Can you explain to me why my son is dead?
Yeah. What is it?
He was captured, and the Sabbat cut his fucking head off before they even knew that we were there.
Yeah, did you say who it was?
Thank you, Knuckles, for your answer, as she looks at Jayce.
There's no lying here, and you know as well as I do that you have the ability to detect if we are telling lies. So...
I'd rather not resort to my abilities.
And I don't want any force stepping in between coterie mates that work together for your benefit. With all due respect, Baron, as I said, this is not a night of punishment. This is a night of corrections. Please, let's keep it that way.
Jayce, you are very lucky, and I mean very lucky that you and I go way back.
I appreciate that acknowledgement.
If you were to show anybody else the type of familiarity that you are showing me right now, I will cut your head off.
That's fine. And I reserve those kinds of familiarities for the Camarilla. Not for us. For you, you've earned it. I will agree. This is why I am trying to work with you and holding your barony together. When your sheriff got hooked up with the Sabbat, to me, that is the much larger problem than the child's death at the hands of the Sabbat. Those animals did exactly what they were going to do. They didn't misbehave, and we are not to be held culpable for that person's actions. That kindred died in enemy hands. How they got there, we don't know, but we weren't responsible for it, nor were we responsible for his death. So I cannot stand idly by while that kind of fractious bullshit starts tearing us apart. I'm terribly sorry that it happened, and I can completely understand if the beast within just begins to rise because of a child's death. It's not the first time, and it won't be the last, but we need to hold together. There are a great many threats out there, and we shouldn't be a part of it.
Very well. Knuckles, what do you have? This one brought a gift. What did you bring?
I got the chick's body in the trunk, as well as like her bodyguard. And if you want a snack, just because I mean it's there, I can bring you that too. I come up with a lot of things, man. So I'm just like, whatever doesn't get me killed, you can have it.
Okay, let's go see. And she's gonna lead out the door and wait for you two. Where?
Hold on real quick. At this point, I'm gonna pull out my phone again. D, I need you to pull the car up and pop the trunk. Don't come out.
Say less. And she drives up. She drives up and pulls the little trunk thing, and she's like this in the driver's seat.
Don't mind the driver. I'll just go over straight, pull it up, and then I'm just gonna ploop, ploop, and here's a snack. Ploop.
As you drop the Veronica's body onto the ground, that is when it turns to ash, and that body just sort of like disintegrates and goes, and like a little cloud kind of like goes up the curb and across the cobblestone
So it's
road.
like South 3rd Street just turns into like a dust cloud just starts moving along.
Yeah, absolutely. And then there's the other two, the two bodies of the deceased one and the unconscious one. And at this point, you can figure that Veronica's head is definitely dust in the bag now. And she picks up, she bends over and she puts her finger on the pulse of the one that's alive, and she says, "I'm very particular. This one smells boring, but we'll take him." And she snaps for the bodyguard to come and collect him and bring him in. He also takes the other one in on the other shoulder, and she's like, "Dispose of that one usual way. This one leave in the back for later time up." And they disappear.
Does that
Anything
mean I'm
else?
not dying tonight?
Well, we'll see when the Tremere gets here. I haven't made up my mind yet. Jayce makes a really good case, but I am the final say, as we know. All right, so let's go back in. Where is your Tremere friend? And we're gonna go over to Lilith. What's she doing?
She's still on her way, so I'm sure it's like another 10 like excruciating minutes for Jayce and Knuckles as they're waiting for Lilith to come through.
I'm texting. You are receiving texts, and in those texts, I'm apprising you of everything that has been going down. You are now receiving a play-by-play. I don't want you caught off guard, and I say that you are not to be caught off guard. Fuck that.
She sends a thumbs up emote.
I send back.
And then and then right as everybody is wondering, she will just hey.
Just what?
She'll pop by.
She'll pop by as a treat.
Yeah.
So
It's
so
great to see her.
at this point, the bodyguard, by the time you get there, he's just like waving you, and he's like, "Just go."
Thank you.
And you walk in during a little bit of a lull in the conversation, and the Baron has her hands on her hips, and she turns around. There she is. Okay.
Hello. I hear I was slipping back into the accent that I wasn't going to use. I hear we're putting together some Halloween decorations. How exciting.
Yes, it's just a lovely little arts and crafts day here, isn't it?
Hey!
From behind
I
the Baron,
love
just like
I'm just gonna be against a wall somewhere, just like with my hands in my pocket, just kind of like.
Just waiting to die.
Lilith, tensions are high. And as I walk closer to you, it's like tensions are high. We're not gonna be making light.
Oh, I should tone it down. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I hear we're making Halloween decor. Is that better or worse?
You're a Toreador now. Just be you.
Here's the thing. I don't know if the other two know this, but Jayce and I are old friends. We've been through, 2 revolts together? He gets a lot of liberties because of this. He could speak to me a certain way before I start to get really pissed.
Always with respect.
Yes. And even Knuckles I can forgive because it's, the Bruja nature. It's just something that you all do. You're very abrasive. I don't know why. It doesn't
I'm
suit
fucking
me,
right here,
but
dude.
I know I'm talking to you, Knuckles.
Oh, that's right.
Lilith? And she's
Yeah?
gonna approach you.
Oh, hello.
Before you have a chance to react, although it will be I'll let you do it. I'll let you try.
Oh, cool.
She is going to smack the shit out of you.
Oh! You know
can
what?
let her if you want.
I was gonna say I'm gonna let her, and she gets this look on her face like she's about to say something. And looks over directly at Jason, just literally bites her lip, holding it back. As much as I enjoyed that, I think I also deserved it a little bit more, but I do need you to explain why.
Here's how things work around here.
Okay.
There's me, the Baron. Nope, just me. Put that finger down.
Okay.
There's my son, who is dead.
Yes.
Put that finger down.
Okay.
And there's about 5 other people I like more than anybody else. And then there's Jayce. And then there are the dogs in the street.
That's too many for me to count.
And then there are insubordinate Tremere who think that they could just speak to me however they'd like. That's better.
I'm just waiting to be slapped again.
No, you don't get the privilege of my hand touching yours. Now, here's what I want to know from you. I want to know, without you looking at Jayce, and without you looking at Knuckles, and without you reading your phone, why there's a picture on my phone of my child's head at your feet. Please, regale me with the account of what happened.
So I'm assuming you want the truth.
I want your truth.
My truth. Oh, whew. Well then, in that case, this is going to be a musical number. Kidding. Long story short, we basically are trying to stop another war. So, we go in, right? We do the mission, we go in to find your son. We had no ulterior motive because there was none at the time. we find that your son, the sheriff, is no longer with us. And what was her name? I don't remember her name. The one whose head we brought you. It was yes. I didn't look at him. I just heard the name. So Veronica came over and was just really rude and tried to attack us. And, took her head. What were we supposed to do? Let ourselves get devoured? I think she is, she has obviously some sort of motive to be able to kill your son, but she didn't give us a chance to even do anything.
She was Sabat. They don't need a reason.
Yeah, they don't really. Yeah, I guess they don't really need a reason, but it feels like they did. Like, it feels like there was some intention behind it, and we just happened to be the ones there to discover everything. So, we did what we would do, defend ourselves, take everybody out, take her head with us, and there just happened to be a photo along the way that we did try very hard not to let get out, but, shit happens.
The Baron is going to take your chin in her hand.
Oh, mother.
Thank you for your honesty. And for volunteering.
Oh, what am I volunteering for?
This is the new sheriff.
Me?
Ooh, a new sheriff.
Do
I need a new sheriff.
Do I get a uniform?
No.
Oh.
And you're not getting paid. I need a new sheriff.
All right.
And I need somebody to figure out what the Sabbat is up to. I need somebody to keep order. And somebody I could watch very closely to ensure it gets done. Jayce.
Let me pull up a Trello board so I can keep some notes that I think I'm gonna need.
You are going to be the sheriff's babysitter. If anything happens while she is on duty, which is always, you will be responsible.
How far away is the Baron from Lilith?
Oh, she's still holding onto her chin.
Loving it, by the way.
Come to stand alongside the Baron, and then turn so my back is to Lilith, and I'm kind of talking at the Baron's ear. The other kindred to go into view. This kind of a decision has a weakening of your power. If the person that you choose is not able to stay alive for themselves, they already lost faith with your child. This is an opportunity for your own leadership to become more solid.
Wait, I can take care of myself.
Lilith?
Well,
not about you right now.
I feel like it.
Are you questioning my authority?
No, I'm not questioning your authority. I'm questioning your wisdom. This is tense times. The Sabbat, with all due respect, Baron, the Sabbat is here. The Sabbat don't care. The Sabbat want division. And you are concentrating on politics and power plays, while they are willing to take us all out and divide us. They have a war. It's in their head. They are zealots. They're going to do whatever they feel is needed, and they don't need any more fuel. We don't need anybody inside of your barony doing anything to think ill. We need to have a united front, and the sheriff, Lilith, is absolutely capable. But if they get wind that she's being watched, then who's the real sheriff?
Good point. Sorry.
No, Lilith, I love you, but please, please.
Sorry, quiet.
Baron, with all due respect, I don't mean to speak and undermine any of your authority in public.
Then do not speak. I'll tell you the reason I chose Lilith. Because it's not just because I need her to make up for what she did, or I need extra work or anything like that. Lilith is Tremere. Tremere are neutral. I'm not an idiot. I'm not blind. I see the way that Tremere congregate. I see what they take ownership of. I see the buildings they buy. I see the land that they acquire. They have their eyes on Fairmount Park for some reason, and we're trying to figure out why.
I have not heard of such a thing.
You do not speak, and she's going to let go of your chin.
Ooh. Oh.
I chose her because I need a Tremere. I need to get inside what the Tremere's going, what's happening with them. And if she has fidelity to me, and if she has you to account for her, then she would be less inclined to betray you.
So you need a spy more than a sheriff.
Yes.
Brujas are known for not just their brawn, but sometimes their brain. Thank you, Knuckles. Yes, Lilith, I can see you have a problem. What is it?
Yeah, follow-up question, more just like, personal clarification. Did you say you needed a spy on Tremere doings on? Because no. No.
Here's the thing. I have a lot of questioning of the decisions I make, and a lot of saying no.
That's like a personal problem.
I will put you out in the sunlight in about 2.5 hours if you do not take on this position. Now, I do respect protocol. I do respect etiquette to a point. I am not Camarilla. I respect it based on, I don't know, a code. Bruja know about that.
Fair enough.
I won't ask you to spy to the point where I need to know every single business of the Tremere. What you do is what you do. But I do need a Tremere. And for that, one just fell right into my lap.
I mean, if you want, I could actually fall onto your lap. But I will... You know what? I'm gonna say yes.
Good, because if you were to say no again, I would send Knuckles and Jayce out in the sunlight too.
Oh, they wouldn't like that very much.
Exactly.
Whoa.
There is a lot of questioning my decisions. That's going to stop. Right? And she looks at Jayce.
Sure. We will stand by your reminders of your own power in public.
Good. What you do is what you do in your own time. I am bored. You may leave.
All right, bet. Let's go.
They start to leave him.
No more slaps. I can just go.
She's
Say that
already
afterwards.
turned her back to you.
So no lap thing. Okay.
I'm just gonna come up to your side and pat you and be like, I don't think you're gonna get any more slaps from her tonight.
Maybe someday.
If you do a good job, maybe.
When we get outside, the Baron has fucking lost it.
Yeah, when she said stuff about, people questioning decision making, that feels.
Lilith, let me ask you a question. When was the last time you turned traitor on the Tremere? When was the last time that you ever went up against any of your clanmates? When was the last time that you ever divulged any of the secrets of thaumaturgy or blood magic or anything like that to anyone? When was the last time that you actually saw a leader? Listen to me, Bruja. You've seen leaders. Your entire clan is filled with them. And we're not talking about the bullshit venture. We are talking about Bruja. So let me ask you all a question. When was the last time that you all saw a leader proclaim, I am the leader? Don't you all fucking watch Game of Thrones? We know how that shit goes down.
That was an excellent show. I didn't watch the last season, though. I do need to watch that.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Lilith. Stay on target. Look.
I'm getting there. No, I haven't personally experienced. If you haven't noticed, I'm rather new.
How about
I've heard stories, but...
How about this?
New as in, past 100 years, but...
Look, I'm not known for my smarts here. I can get by just fine. Dee can tell you that in the car. But I don't think right now is the time to have this conversation. So if we can all just get in the car, please, and then continue on the conversation, versus potentially having oh, I don't know, somebody else fucking snitching us out, and then boom, I'm seeing sunlight again that I haven't seen in God knows how many years. So how about let's get in the car?
Knuckles.
Okay, let's get in the car. I'll see if I can determine some sort of safe house for us to go to that's on rather neutral ground.
We have a meeting house. We have a haven.
Oh, we've got one. Sweet.
I'm gonna go to like the passenger side door and open and be like, for the new sheriff.
Oh, darling,
What?
thank you.
You hear Dahlia's voice in the back
Oh,
as
We'll
you get
explain
in.
later.
What the fuck happened in there?
I
explain
got
here in
a
a little bit.
promotion. Oh, never mind.
Before I get in, I'm looking at the ghoul at the steps. I'm imagining that I didn't start speaking until we were out of earshot of everyone.
Yeah.
Obviously. Looking at the ghoul up on the steps. Doors open. I'm standing in just behind the door, kind of like hands resting on the door, looking right at the ghoul.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna walk
Right,
by,
Jayce?
pat you on your chest. Come on, get inside.
Go inside.
Like nervously, backs away. Dahlia, she kind of takes her hand before Lilith before you sit, and she kind of just scoops everything. She had once Knuckles got out, she threw all of her trash on the seat that she had a soda cup filled with blood that she's been drinking, and then she finished that up and tossed it on the floor. So she just scoops it all and pushes it on the ground. Sorry, it smells like shit. It smells like shit in here. I'm sorry. Back there, I got a friend who feeds on rats. If you see a weird unidentifiable carcass back there, just gently brush it
You
off.
should
You know
clean your
the
car.
rules. Okay, well, nice to see you too. You're
It's
a
actually
sheriff
really nice
now?
to see you. Apparently.
Where are you all going, by the way? What's happening?
Jayce, where are we going?
All right, let me ask you this. We have to go to Fairmount Park, right? We need to find out something, or you need to do something, right?
Me?
Yeah, you, sheriff, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow night.
Okay.
Because first thing I need to do is, I need to go to the Franklin Institute. So, that's what I'm gonna do first thing tomorrow night. Or I guess tonight. It's rather
Okay.
late in the morning.
In the meantime, the Sabata's active in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Where's your chantry? Is it near the north? Is it in the Midtown? Is Center City? Where is it?
Franklin Institute.
It's in the front. I figured that was gonna be the answer. No, it's literally the Franklin Institute. That's where I need to go.
Then that's where we're going.
Oh, I guess we're going. Sweet. Do we have enough time? Yeah, we should be fine.
Okay, so we're all going to the Franklin Institute.
We're all
Are
going.
we all good?
No.
No. Not at
No,
all.
No.
I think Knuckles needs to explain. You're the one who keeps saying we'll explain later, and I think later has arrived.
Okay, so real quick, right? So, Jay said some shit. Baron said, "Hey, Lilith, you're fucking in charge now," but Jayce has to watch her, and then we need to apparently, she needs to go and spy on her people, and fuck, dude, I'm just here. I guess I'm vibing.
Man,
There's a little
that's
bit
not a
more to
vibe.
that.
No, I think that's
yeah?
pretty much it.
No,
That's pretty
there's a
much-
little bit more to it.
Oh yeah, go right ahead, Jayce. You know, actually, Jayce, I have a question for you. How many sheriffs have you known? I forgot to get a description of what I can and can't do. So all I know is that I have this title, but I don't actually know what it comes with. Hoping you might be able to shed
Man,
some
you're
light,
like a-
perhaps?
You're like a kindred cop now, right?
Maybe? I assumed so, because I can't be amongst the humans, nor have I gone to any sort of law school or...
So, what's out west? What's in West Philly? The Camarilla. Here in Center City and down in the south, you have us. We don't give a shit about the Camarilla. The Camarilla cares very much about us. Over in Fairmount Park, or rather outside of this area, danger. North of here, activity. Technically, it's our domain. Well, not our domain, it's our lands. The barony. But something else is going on that brings that lady down here in order to kill the current sheriff. So what does the sheriff do? You now have a target on you. You are responsible for hunting down every single infraction of the Baron's will. You are responsible for bringing justice to any kindred that does anything against the barony. You are the person who is single-handedly supposed to do that. That is what a sheriff does, and you can't do that. That is why I'm telling you the Baron has lost her fucking mind. With all due respect, I love you, but...
You know, I'm really glad you said that, because I wasn't actually planning on doing any of that. So now I feel better about that.
Well, there's one other part. The Baron wanted you and Knuckles dead. Effective tonight.
Oh, lovely. Cute.
So, there's one other task at hand.
Oh, kill the Baron.
No.
Oh.
Make a papier-mâché decapitated head that looks just like the one that was seen in the picture.
Oh,
put that
and
thing
we have
in...
a copy of that photo, right?
I don't have it.
Who grabbed the phone?
Well, did somebody send it? Is it... I have TikTok, I have other things, but I don't have that photo.
TikTok?
Yeah, I have a TikTok. Everyone has TikTok.
But you have a burner!
Who
Oh,
grabbed
you probably have a tablet, and you probably take photos like you have a tablet.
I do have a tablet, honestly. It's an Amazon Fire tablet.
So... All right.
Fire. It's the only fire you can handle without going into a frenzy.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like to live dangerously. It's called Fire tablet.
Okay, so, cool. So I'm going to tell you a little fraction of my plan, since we, we're a little stuck with each other. So, I am planning to fake it. Surprise. I'm not actually going to do, well, depending of what the Baron wants. I am really using it to spy on the Baron.
Ooh.
Information that I'm given, such and such. And I'll do, a little bit of what the Baron wants to, not raise suspicion, which is why I'm gonna go speak to my leadership over at the Franklin Institute, to tell them about it. And of course, they would basically, when I asked for clarification, oh, you want me to spy on the Tremere? No, thank you, bitch. I didn't say that last part.
Do you have filters?
No. Well, I do on my photos, but not in real life. No. I am this pretty. So I am going to talk to them and say, hey, this is what happened. What kind of information can you give me that I can give the Baron, so there is nothing that the Baron can suspect of us, that we're doing nothing wrong? The rest I'll keep to myself.
You sure you don't have a little Bruja in you?
Not that I'm aware. Why?
I'm just curious.
Oh, you're Bruja, aren't you?
I am.
So maybe I will later.
Maybe. Play your cards right.
Turn left.
Yeah. This is really fucked up, man. I'm just letting you know, Knuckles, like, there's a lot of shit that is being said inside my car. I know what happens in this car stays in this car, but fuck, dude. I cannot tell you enough how much I wish I could fucking light up a big fat joint right now. This shit is fucking nuts.
Listen,
So are you part of us now, or do you want us to leave you out of this?
Oh, leave me the fuck out of it. But Knuckles, like, if you need help, I got you. But like,
I know. I will find a stoner, and I will make sure that I repay you in kind.
Oh, man, that'd be so sick. It'd be like almost like hotboxing, but like not quite. Oh, yeah, okay. All right.
Knuckles, this one is yours?
It's Dahlia. You remember her as Dahlia.
Dahlia.
The spray painter.
Dahlia, this is Knuckles. This one is yours?
No, wait, what?
What do you...
Dahlia?
What do you mean?
No. Yeah.
Dahlia, who do you belong to, Dahlia?
I belong to myself. What are you talking about?
I think you also know what clan you're part of. Like, where's your blood?
She's a Bruja, too.
Bruja. We met like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
Time
I
sure
showed
Spray
you
doesn't
paint.
both.
Spray paint.
Spray
That's
paint.
right.
There
Gotcha.
we go. Are you high? Where do you get your shit, man? That's what I want to know.
Oh, I get
I
mine
know,
from
right?
I get mine
Lilith
from a
is
network.
gonna-
Thank you.
Lilith is gonna grab the blood that she was drinking and just like reach back. Here, Jayce, I think you need this.
I'm okay. Thank you.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Um,
Okay.
I'm all right. Thank you.
So we're still going to the Franklin Institute. It's gonna be like 2 more blocks. Is there anything else you all want to talk about? Like, are we overthrowing the prince now? What's happening?
Oh, maybe one day that would be cool. No. I'm teasing. We're not actually gonna do that, Cookie Glory. No, but you can drop us off here. That way your car's not seen.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. And just gonna pull over.
Oh, sorry, keep going.
No. If Knuckles is the last one to get out, she's gonna like grab onto your wrist and be like, "Yo, I'm just saying, you know where I live. If you need to like get away, this seems pretty fucking wild, dude."
What?
Dude, this is pretty fucking wild, but I'm here for the fucking ride, okay? But
Hell yeah! All right. Okay, well, like, don't die because I want to know what's happening.
Where's the
trust
tip
me,
button?
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
I'm more worried about technology with that one, but no, everything will be all right. Worst case scenario, I hit you up because some shit went down and I need a little bit of assistance. But trust me,
I got you.
I'll get you that stoner, I promise.
All right, I know. You're good for it.
All right.
But yeah,
later.
don't press the button 3 times because then that calls the cops, and those we don't want. So just don't press the power button 3 times, okay?
Yeah. Got it.
So then
Okay,
you just swipe up. Oh, sorry.
No,
Oh,
you're
cool.
good. So,
Has Dahlia driven away yet?
If you need her, she'll be there.
Cool. She's gonna go and tap on her window.
She like manually rolls it down.
Hi. So, you know I love you, right? You're incredible, wonderful. However, if I find out you have said something about this conversation to anyone, I will kill you myself. Okay?
Lilith, she's good.
I have to.
No, Knuckles. No, this is fine. Listen, I meant it when I say I don't belong to anybody. I will break the fucking masquerade and tear every limb off of your body.
Ooh. Is that a promise?
Maybe.
Excellent.
Dahlia. Now I
What,
remember
dude?
you.
I'm
Now I
living my
remember
best
you.
Tinder life, man.
He
I
needs
remember
blood.
you. Nope.
Anyways, let's hate fuck later. I would love to talk about that. And she's gonna write her phone number down on a scrap piece of paper and just drop it in the car and walk away.
She'll like put it into her coveralls pocket.
Yeah.
As we're walking away, I'm be like,
She's gonna like go like roll her window up and start to drive away.
Yeah, so just for my noob brain, the way that we set up the Franklin Institute, can these 2 come inside without it being a big deal?
They just need an invitation from you.
Okay, cool. Then I'll bring them in and I'll lead the charge basically, and I'm gonna take them to some sleeping quarters.
Okay. Yeah, as long
Need
as
to
they're
sleep.
seen with a Tremere, like, then they're fine. They're not gonna be questioned.
Cool. All right, so as long as we stick together, you're totally fine. So we're gonna go to the communal sleeping quarters. Don't come out until I knock on your thing, so you know to come out because I'm there. Yeah.
I'm not going to be staying here tonight. Thank you, though. I really appreciate the invite.
Oh, let me see your phone real quick. Let me give you my phone number.
I have your number. I texted it to you. To you.
Okay, let me just double check. Let me see real quick. Come on, hand
Sure.
it over.
Hand what over? I texted you earlier.
I know. Hand it over. Hand it over. Thank you. And what she's gonna do. Let me know if I need to roll for anything. What she's gonna do.
Get out of my history.
I'm not doing your history. She's gonna take a sneaky photo of herself, and set it as his wallpaper as a cover, because she's gonna turn on Find My Friends that he doesn't know is a thing, so then she can track him.
I have an Android. It doesn't work that way.
Yes, it does.
Fuck.
Canonically, it does now.
Okay, it's canon.
In this world, it does. It's called Life 360.
You have to install that shit. Oh my god.
Oh, it takes 3 seconds.
Fucking insane. You went up to Google Play and
Yeah. Look, I'm just making sure everything's set up, because if somebody calls you and the volume goes super high or plays an embarrassing song, you're gonna be in big trouble. Okay? So she will do a couple of Unlife 360. But yeah, he doesn't know what's gonna exist on his phone until you actually look through your phone.
Yeah.
But
I'll make you guys, if it's contested, I'm gonna make you roll for it.
Okay.
You're gonna roll a
performance.
I was gonna say you're gonna roll a dexterity plus stealth. Yeah, I'll make you do stealth. And Jayce.
Give me streetwise and intelligence or some shit.
Yeah,
it's gonna be intelligence and technology.
This is a D10 or D6 system?
D10.
D10.
Intelligence and tech.
Yeah.
3 successes.
I also got 3 successes.
Goes to the defender. So I will say this though, you will find it. She'll put it on. You will find it when you look at your phone next.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now because there was no fucking. First off, she put a picture of her while she's with fangs out on my phone, and I'm like,
called a cosplay. You have TikTok, right? You should know what that is.
Just fucking. Hold on.
Uninstall.
Get rid of, why is it?
No, I put parental locks.
What? Why is OKC on my shit?
You don't use Fanger?
Fangers?
Wait, no, that's a dating app. Come on.
Staker.
You need to let off some steam.
Staker.
You probably should.
Staker, I hardly know her.
What? Are you fucking stupid? Fucking uninstall.
Oh!
You dumbass.
That's no way to speak to your new sheriff.
Yeah.
Jayce.
I could write you a ticket.
I cannot believe that it is going to be me who is saying this. The clown car already left. We can drop the act now. Okay?
Wait, what
act? That is her official title.
I'm going to.
I was there.
Yeah, it is official. It's real. Whether I will be instating those acts is a completely different story.
I will see you here tomorrow night in the evening. That's usually how it occurs. I need to go feed.
Okay.
We could have supplied, but all right.
You want me to drink blood from a Tremere? No.
Oh no, we have a stock. Are you kidding?
Exactly. Who owns the stock?
Me.
Who is?
Tremere.
That's
so you
right.
won't be drinking the blood of a Tremere. You'll be drinking the blood supplied by the hands of a Tremere.
Precisely. No. Thank you.
All right, Grandpa, we'll see you later.
Good night. Out.
Noodles.
Do you go straight home, or what? How do you usually call it a night? And what are you doing differently or the same?
There's a habit that needs to be followed, and it's a strict regimen. There are certain streets that need to be followed depending upon the day. And it's this corner, and then that one there, and then this strip down here, and then on over there. Usually it's areas that are a little bit downtrodden. Usually it's an area that might have some people who need food or something along those lines. Instead of me taking food, I then go and I find them some food. And so it all depends on what the homeless people of Philadelphia are doing. And that's the route that he walks back. Just keeps a finger on the pulse of the city, trying to find the way that he can, and then eventually makes it back to Eastern State Pen.
Okay. Yeah, you since you weren't in the photo, I'm not going to make you roll anything to see if you go unseen. And you have just a few people who recognize you, and some just give you a nod, but then some stop you and say, "Hey, what's going on? It's a little late for you. Usually you're around here around midnight. This is It's almost like 3 a.m.
Yeah, things got held up a little bit, Hey, sorry, do you need anything? How are you on food and drink and water? Do you have water? You have clean water?
Yeah, somebody just dropped off one of those cases for us.
Good. Good.
We're good.
Okay.
Trish she came back from the shelter. She's got a few bagged lunches. We should be good if the cops don't give a shit.
Well, hopefully they won't. Well, you know the streets, you know how to get around. But listen, if we can see you at the kitchen soon, maybe we can, we can use some help. The kitchen's always understaffed. If you're interested, we could throw a couple of bucks your way.
Yeah, definitely. It's little tight around here. This person that you're speaking to is kind of like another community leader, but one that's amongst the houseless population. And he kind of looks around as you're talking to him. He sort of looks head on a swivel to make sure everybody is taken care of. Anytime somebody coughs, he's always looking at that direction. And he says, "No, I mean, yeah, I could do that. If I get let me talk to a couple people. If I can get them to hold down the fort over here, I'll come over."
Yeah, I'll check back. I'll see you. I'm gonna walk my route. Sometimes I catch up with you. You can do me a favor though.
Sure.
Some folks, there was some violence down south, and we didn't really need it. So if you don't mind, you can keep your eyes and ears open if there's some people that are about that seem a little bit more violent or tweaked out than usual, anything a little bit more bravado, if you will, than they need to have. And we're talking more than people who just want to take your bike.
Okay. Are they what do you mean? Are they houseless people too, or are we talking about people who?
No, they have places to stay, and they tend to travel. They tend to travel in packs, and just keep your eyes open. And if you hear of anything really, really weird and bizarre going on, let me know as soon as you can. All right, and we'll take care of you. All right, we'll get you some safe housing if need be.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, it's nothing really new to report. Everyone, it's Philly. It's about as dangerous as it typically is on a whatever day of the week this is. But
yeah, but we're not talking Kensington danger. We're talking the stats on certain crimes are going to go a little bit higher, I imagine. So anyway, I don't want to warn you, but knowledge is forewarned. So, all right.
Got it. So
Yeah.
strangers acting a little bit more dangerous than the usual.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all.
Yeah, no worries. I'll keep an eye on my people, and I'll see you around.
Yeah, I'll see you around. Stay safe, all right?
Yeah, you too.
Pat on the back and go. And that's going to be the remainder of the night until finally he gets in and walk around, eyes on, really taking a look with heightened senses up, looking around, see if there's anything weird going on.
Yeah, heightened senses is wits and aspects, right?
Aspects 1, yeah. Hold on. It is. Yeah, you got it. Come on, you. Where are you?
It's a free action, right? You don't need a rouse check for that.
No, it's free. Where are you? It's free, but see below. I always have to, until deactivated, having the power active for longer stretches of time without rest more than a scene, especially so for high stimulus environments, might necessitate spending willpower, but this is at your discretion. So it's just a quick wits plus resolve.
Yeah, resolve is what it was. Cool.
So that is going to be resolve and wits, and this is going to be a 5 successes. But it's a messy crit, possible bestial failure.
Oh, it's a messy crit with 5 successes. All right. As you're walking towards the penitentiary, you throw on your heightened senses, and the kind of dull noise, that sort of ambient white noise of just traffic and kind of like sounds from kind of like people talking from another room, sort of muffled sounds, and a couple dogs barking, it sort of becomes a new level of clarity. So everything sounds sharper, and everything looks a little bit more blue as it's illuminated around you. You're walking, and you notice that there are a couple people who haven't really noticed you at all, or I don't know, maybe they have. You're not causing a scene, you're not drawing attention, but there's something deep in your gut that's saying, yeah, but what if I am? What if they do see me? What if they...
Is it safe to say I'm in a shadowy area?
You are.
Step into it and disappear. Obfuscate.
Okay. That beast within you, though, is making you doubt whether you were able to slip quietly away in time.
Okay.
And as you look over at the first person, it's like across the street, and then the second person down the block, your heightened senses pick up on a very practiced breathing. One that looks normal to humans, but one that is practiced by kindred to make them look more alive. And you can tell these are kindred. And they haven't seen you, and they haven't given any indication as to them noticing you. But there's a panging in your gut that's just one of them is working for the Sabbat. One of them is working for the Baron. One of them is gonna kill you if you step out of the shadows, or if you don't kill them first.
Commit their faces to memory as much as I possibly can. I'm watching. I'm staying exactly where I am. I can feel my nails getting just a little bit pointier than usual. Not liking this. I'm hungry as it is. Keep an eye on. They're on my turf now. I know these streets better than they do. I keep telling myself. I know these streets. This place is mine.
The one that was down the block has been walking towards you on that side of the sidewalk. And he gets closer.
I don't move.
And now he's in the shadow. The shared shadow underneath one of the city trees. Still moving.
I cloak
Hasn't
myself
stopped.
inside of that shadow. And I just turn my head looking.
He pauses for a second next to you. Almost like he has a chill come over him. And he kind of turns his chin a little bit away from you. But, like... Fuck, it's cold. And he keeps walking.
Heightened senses. Do I smell copper? Do I smell sweat? Or do I smell death?
You smell death.
Let him walk away. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. And I walk into my haven.
And we're going to cut over to Knuckles and Lilith.
I'm actually surprised of how little time it took to actually find that to find the ad that you put on him.
Just a little. So, real quick, Lilith is gonna go over to a desk somewhere and grab a one of those like my name is stickers. And she's gonna write on it, "I'm with Lilith," and Lilith is gonna sign it and then slap it on Knuckles' chest, just in case we get separated.
Okay, works for me. Where are we? I've never been here before.
Oh, nowhere of, any historical significance or anything.
If you can just be open with me, because I really just don't give a fuck in that sense. Like, I care because I'm curious, but if there is like some deeper meaning behind it, you can say it, and it's not gonna really mean anything.
Basically a museum.
Okay.
Anyways, so what we're gonna do, we don't have much time. I'm gonna show you to the quarters, but I do have a few things I need to accomplish before the sun rises. So, she's gonna escort him down to where visitors come to sleep.
Yeah, it's you go into one of the spaces, and it looks like it's like when it's occupied by humans, it looks like an event space, like almost like a bridal or a groom space for like a pre-wedding gathering. It's got wood panel walls, like very dark, like beautiful wood panel walls, very intricate dark mahogany furniture. There's some armchairs and wingbacks, and there's a fireplace, and it's like a little parlor area, and then there's two different like his and hers doors, and through those doors is a very clinical like coffin room with different variations of sleeping arrangements depending on what kind of sleep style you have. There's people who are a little bit more what's the word? It's like vanity coffins, but it's like what are they called in crematorium? The things in the crematoriums where it's like the morgue.
The like fridges.
Yeah, the fridges. Yeah, it's like you've got those, a couple of those. You've got just your standard wood boxes. You've got like, a blackout like cushioned area. There's just different styles for different strokes for different folks.
Mm-hmm.
And you are able to just sleep away. There's one that's like occupied already, and it's got like it's shut, and then somebody had put like a cinder block on top, like one of those don't park here kind of things, like like a traffic cone, but it's a cinder block.
How cute. So you can pick whichever one, suits your fancy. Not exactly sure what you prefer, so at least there's options.
There is. I'll probably just take a couch or somewhere. Okay, cool. I guess I'm staying here tonight then.
Yes, who knows what will happen tomorrow. However, there is a few things that I need to do. So if you are not, I'll come back when I'm done, whether you're asleep or not, to at least check on you, you know, make sure no one's killed you or anything. Joke. But I will be back, and she's gonna boop you on the nose.
Okay, I'll be here then. At that point, I'm just gonna like begin walking, finding a spot. But as I'm doing it, I'm just gonna take my coat off, and because I still have that dress shirt on, I'm just gonna rip that thing off and just like toss it as I'm just like walking to find a place.
Lilith is gonna do something kind of similar, but she's not gonna tear her clothes. They are expensive. But she has her own area, her own room. And it's not like it's big or anything. It's a nice, you know, single bedroom. And blackout curtains. It's a lot more monotone than you would expect from how colorful Lilith is, especially in like her language and appearance. But it's got just like a really cozy bed with one of those like those drapes that go above beds, but it's
the canopy things.
Yeah, a canopy, but it's made out of a blackout curtain that zips from the inside that she made herself. There's not much there. There's a lot of fake greenery to kind of like change things up a little bit. There's no paintings or artwork or anything. But the area does it kind of gives off this like monotone cozy vibes. So she's gonna go in and she's just gonna have a quick change of clothes, and put the dirty ones, you know, in a basket for her to wash later. But as she finishes changing, she's gonna go to wherever the Tremere's leadership would be and see if anybody is there.
Yeah. Okay. So you go to there's like a staircase that winds down another floor where there is a giant pendulum looking thing that is constantly swiveling as you walk around. And you go down like this, it looks like a very nondescript like service and events corridor, just like very clinical linoleum floors and everything. Very much not regal like any kind of like Tremere leadership would think of, like you would think to look down there. And that's, you know, on purpose. And you see at the end there are big double doors that are like ironclad and heavy. And there are kind of a swirly design embedded in the door. It is probably magical in some way. You've never seen it like used, but you've always been able to walk in just fine.
I'm gonna message you something really quick of an idea that I just had.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. So she's gonna go inside, and look around and see if there's anybody to chat with.
Yeah. So you see there is an older gentleman. He is in what looks to be in his 50s. He's got Idris Elba vibes.
Yes.
He's very tall. He is think Idris Elba in like an Argyle sweater. So he's got like this scholarly, he's got these spectacles, thin wireframe spectacles. He's sitting over a large desk, and that's actually, he's a big guy and it's like twice the size of him. And he has his own sort of like personal library that you know of. You've been invited here before. And he is going to look up from what he's doing over his glasses and say, Lilith.
Hello.
You're back.
Yes.
This gentleman is Silas Hemingway.
Just put that down. Silas, hello, good evening, good morning, whichever we are feeling right now. And she gestures to the seat. May I have a seat?
Please.
All right. She pulls it out and sits very, very. The best way to describe it is richly. Like, kind of puts out her coat, leans back, puts her foot over her knee. So, it worked.
You got it?
I have the title.
Interesting. I was expecting the Baron to put up a little bit more of a fight.
To be fair, it was a little bit of a fight, but it was a little disappointing, to be fair.
How so?
So Jayce is the one that I'm with, that I messaged you about. He talked her down quite significantly. I did not expect her to allow us to even walk out. The situation itself was a bit bizarre. It was just a lot of... It was a lot
Yes.
of betrayal and, everything we could have expected.
What do you mean by talked her down?
I wasn't there for everything, but the vibes, at least, that I got were they know each other fairly well. And he must have used something within their past to really just connect with her in a way that was more like, I'm kind of challenging you, but not really. As well as there was just... Though we were right about Jayce. We were absolutely right. He does not really like her in charge. She really is losing her shit. Farron is absolutely losing it, and Jayce sees it, and I'm pretty sure Knuckles sees it too. He came with me. He's sleeping down there, under my protection, obviously, but...
Of course.
But I would say through everything that happened, I do trust them. I think they are trustworthy so far. And I would enjoy continuing to work with them. Not like we have a choice, but I will not complain.
Very well. I'll let you run with this one for a little bit.
All right.
Give you a little more leash.
I appreciate that. Now, there is one thing that the Baron said that we do need to discuss. She has made mention a few times about being unsure of our businesses, lands that we've been purchasing. I rather played it off. But she does more or less want me to spy on, the Tremere and report back on anything significant. So I'm curious. What? Hi, Kitty. I know, weird, huh? Also not unexpected. So anything that we think that we can give her to satisfy without actually giving away any true intentions.
I mean,
We can
they're
think
not
about it. I don't need anything
exactly-
right now.
No, I mean, they're not exactly severely private. We're just invite only. Invite them to one of the salons. The next one we have.
That would actually look really good. I'll invite the Baron to the salon. Oh, that's a great idea. That way we can also get a few additional eyes on her and her behavior in a social setting, because she is not a fan of people saying no to her lately and questioning her abilities.
She's never been a fan of people saying no to her. That's why I say no to her on this side of the wall.
Smart. Anyways, if you wouldn't mind taking this to everybody else, and then just let me know if there's anything else you would like me to do. Keep an eye out, information I can give, and I will let you know of any and all tasks that the Baron has deemed of me to do.
All right, I'll let the circle know. And we did have a little bit of a hiccup in Fairmount Park a couple months ago with another Anarch coterie. Perhaps I'll have you look into that as well. But for now, you've done remarkably well for someone so new.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much, Silas. I am off to my quarters, and I will see you when I see you next.
Have a wonderful, restful morning.
You too. She stands up, pushes the chair back in, gives a little curtsy, and walks back to her quarters.
Alrighty, and we will flip over back to Jayce. So, Jayce, you were still under the cover of the tree. You went to your haven. So you go through a side entrance to the eastern state. And where do you go?
Downstairs. Long hallway. One that's been walked many times before. Garbage and dust and detritus just gathered up in the corners all along a hallway. A smell of must in the air, not that Jayce really notices it anymore. Careful footsteps, a pausing off at a wall to take a look at where the mortar in between two cinder blocks has given way and water every now and then seeps out. A subtle reminder. Stops and thinks just for a moment of a time long past. Touches the water. And moves on. Continues down the hallway, down some steps, finds a metal staircase somewhere within the establishment. Again, he can walk this thing blind. And down the steps, always looking to see if anyone else has been down here. He knows other things go on inside of the penitentiary. Way upstairs, amongst the cells, in the cell blocks. But right now, he continues down, doesn't pay any attention to that. If anything is going on, just lets it. Usually there's a pounding beat of something if it's some sort of party or some shit. Either way, this area is locked off. Finally makes his way down into a maintenance corridor and into a place where the old power generators used to be, now defunct. Goes over and just handles a knob that used to work one day as if he had control over the entire facility with just the turning of that. And then a couple of large power grid things he plays with every now and then, as if just to has no control over any other aspect of his life, but he has control over whether or not those copper contacts have a sheen to them. And so out of a lack of his own control of his life or unlife, he kind of flips them back and forth, pretending that this used to be another place. Penitentiary. He runs his hands up against the wall again. Used to be for penance. Passes by a desk which he managed to steal from some office that had been long forgotten, runs his fingers against the worn wood grain, and then looks down. An old prayer book. Kind of fiddles it through its pages, flips through a little bit, opens it up. Reads a couple of passages, gets lost in that for about 15-20 minutes, and then finally sits down on the side of a bed, which is really nothing more than just a cell cot that has a newly which now just has a mattress on it, a comforter which has been taken from a shelter, some pillows, but that's not really where he sleeps. He looks under the bed. Nothing's been disturbed, it seems. Moves it. Goes down the utility hatch and into his own haven. Climbs down. Inspects the wear on every single metal rung on the way down. There's a drip. Always present. He counts the number of drips. 514 usually before his eyes finally close. He still remembers the haunting cries that used to take place in here. Times were different. And I'm a nice guy now. I'm a nice guy. And lays down. Time to go to sleep. Why have you cursed me like this? And closes his eyes for the rest of the day.
And before we slip into unconsciousness, Knuckles, before you go to bed, you receive a phone call. And you look, and it is Dahlia.
Hey D, what's up?
Hey, are you good? Like, I know I
Oh.
asked that already, like, a few times, but you are in the Tremere clubhouse, and that shit is weird.
Yeah, no, I gotta hold on real quick. And at that point, like, just for appearances, I'm gonna put my coat back on. I'm just gonna walk on through and just kind of like try and, excuse me, is it this way to go out? I need to go outside real quick.
Yeah, down, left.
Okay, cool. So make my left until I get to finally out there, and then I'm probably going to go a good bit away just so I can kind of like feel like I have some sort of privacy and be like, so yeah, I have a place to stay tonight. It's not bad. It's not the worst I've slept in, but it's not bad. But it's weird.
Yeah, remember when I said that I saw you walk into the Franklin Institute and that it's a Tremere clubhouse and it's really fucking weird? And then you said, I have a place to stay tonight and it's also very weird. So we're on the same page with how weird it is.
100.
I just want to make sure that we're not missing anything here. Because when I say it's weird and then you're like, no, it's fine, it's weird. It's still weird. Okay.
It's weird. Okay, I won't lie. It's a little weird. It's just this night's just been completely fucky, and I have no idea what the hell is going on right now.
Yeah, and I've never heard of Lilith or Jayce before, or I think maybe Jayce like once his name kind of gets around, but like Lilith is new to me, and I know all your friends. Like we are friends, so
Yes.
I know who you know, and I don't know these people. And you're telling me that they're like what y'all are like a coterie now?
I think so.
Did you pick this?
No, dude, I just got a fucking phone call telling me to be at this fucking Baron's house, and I was expecting to be nice, but I ditched that. I have my tank on, I have my jacket, but I can't be in a button-up suit, a button-up shirt again.
Yeah, no, you looked fucking ridiculous.
Dude, just fucking tell me about it.
It was weird.
What do you think? What do you think, Dahlia? Should I just like bounce?
Well, I don't know. I had 3 bodies in my trunk today. I don't know. I looked at a magical boat on a wall like 2 hours ago. I don't know. Like your weird friends killed somebody and the sheriff's dead, and what now? This one's the sheriff all of a sudden, and the Baron's losing her shit. And what are you all talking about Fairmount Park for? I'm just saying, like back in like 89, 88, this shit wouldn't have happened the way, like it was quiet. It was quieter, just relaxed, didn't do shit, played, on my fucking Atari and then call it a night. But now it's like all of this political shit. Like this isn't you. You're not somebody that gets wrapped up in all of this. And I just need to know, like, you're not like forced to do this, right?
No. I came at my own volition. All right, I'm not. I don't know, dude. It seemed fuck it. Why not? I just went for it. So.
All right. Well, listen. We were a coterie first. I got dibs. So if you find that you need to bounce, or you find that, I don't know, one of them is like shady or something, or somebody pulls one over on you, I'll fucking kill them. I meant it when I told Lilith I'll rip all of her arms and legs off, and I'll throw them in the fucking river for you. I'm a brouhaha, but I'm not a fighter. You know what I mean?
But, you normally do that to me.
Yeah. You're the fighting in the tall shelf guy. But like I don't know, I'm just worried about you. Like, you're one of the last friends I got. And if they fuck you up, then I'm gonna fuck them up. And I don't really... Just be careful, please. And like, I don't know, maybe put a lock on your coffin or wherever you're sleeping tonight.
Hey D,
Yeah.
can you come pick me up? Can I stay with you tonight?
Yeah, dude. I'll be there in like 10 minutes. I didn't even really leave. I went to the hot dog stand on the corner.
Sweet. All right, I'll see you in a few minutes.
All right. And she hangs up.
I'm gonna switch over. I'm gonna shoot Lilith a message. Be like, hey, some things came up, and I'm gonna bounce out for the evening. I'll let you know when I get back to my place safely.
Muted.
By the way.
Takes her like a minute or two to respond, quicker than before, and she just says, "Okay, sounds good. Be safe."
I'll give a thumbs up, and then just kind of like wait until Dahlia gets there.
Yeah, Dahlia pulls up. She has this thing where she still buys food. Like, she doesn't know what to do with like the money she has except for just like do normal shit. So she has like 2 hot dogs like on her lap in a paper tray that she got from the stand, and she hands you one. She's like, just hold it for like a minute. Just look grateful.
I'll take it and I'll just like start chewing on it. Be like, yep, it's a hot dog. It's a hot dog.
We're having fun. It's normal. And she's gonna drive off back to her place.
If Lilith were to look outside, could she have seen Dahlia's car and Knuckles get in and drive away?
You're in the basement, right?
Yeah. So I think
No.
she'd have to like. Oh yeah, that's true. I think there's no windows. That
Unless
she
if
can
you
look
were
up.
like, yeah. Unless you got the text and you like went to like check, which you can.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. You would have seen if you went to like check and you noticed that he wasn't there. I would say that you saw the car at least. You didn't see him in the car, but you saw the car drive away.
She'll make note that she's not mad about it or anything. She knows that these two are close and she's not gonna impose on anything yet. She's just gonna keep mental note of Dahlia.
Okay.
Even though she fucking loves Dahlia.
And I imagine you're also going to call it a night?
Yes.
All right. And the 3 of you, as you go eventually find your place that you're sleeping, sleep doesn't feel like falling asleep. It just feels like ceasing to exist. And 1 minute you're thinking, and then all of a sudden you're not even, there's nothing. No dreams, no void. It's an absence of an absence. And the next time you wake up, it is same night sky, same city sounds, none of that rush hour traffic, no kids playing in the parks, no normal like city goings on in the middle of the day when everyone leaves for lunch break, none of the the regular traffic incidences, people getting out of the car to yell at the person behind them for taking too long or riding their ass. And it's just another day and night in the city of brotherly love. And I think that's where we're gonna call it for the night.
Oh.
Fuck.
That's a great
I
spot
was like,
to do it,
all right,
too.
I'm gonna get ready to do this and this and this. Didn't even realize
Yeah.
what time it was.
Yeah, I mean, it's been 2.5 hours. So
Wow.
I think that is a great place to pick up next time for their second day as a coterie, and a whole lot more secrets have been in development. How are you all doing?
So good.
Also, I love that Knuckles was like, Dahlia, can you come pick me up?
That was so cute. Oh my gosh.
That was really sweet.
I'm absolutely loving this, and I can't wait for the next part.
Yay!